Ooh, it's got 1x6 blades. This should be pretty well set up for the camera and light and everything as I'm looking at the back of my camera. I've got a few things to unpack, goals to use outdoors. I've got a couple of hatchets because I had a few suggestions that, you know, with the chopping horse out the back, could you do a couple more sort of hatchet things. One of them suggestion was how I would pimp a hatchet, i.e. make it look sort of either Native American or Viking. So I've got a couple to have a test with, and also to see what they're like when they come straight from Amazon. I got the first thing that I've ordered from something for t-shirts, so I'll see what that looks like. I got me Verstiglic scrummer thing. So we'll start at the bottom, I think. So we'll go to, this is a cheap hatchet. So I think this was like £7. So I'll sort out the handle. It's a bit light. Grain's all wrong. You know what I like, because what you're supposed to have is the grain going that way, and it's that way. So see if it breaks. There is a bit of a mask on it that falls off. So we'll see how that goes. It's a bit hit and miss. Covered in something gooey. Don't know whether it was oil or just snot, I don't know. But yeah, that was, do you get what you pay for? Probably £7. Now when the box was broke, so I just give myself a bubble wrap to get into. This one's an actual name. Alright, that's what the box was broke. The hanger for sticking it up in your shed's broke, but I can't be bothered with that, to be honest. How do we get into that then? Brilliant. Did you get a ting noise then, did we? I think we did. Yep, we got a ting. So let's get the little rubbery guide. A bit more successful, but the that's actually made of metal, that was. So the metal thing that was broke in the packaging. Life. So we'll adapt that. What's the grain like? Completely the wrong way. 90 degrees out. So that'll probably want to break there. So we'll let you know how that goes. Let you know how that performs. "90 degrees out, absolutely, totally the wrong way. So that'll want to break along the grain as opposed to it's that way. Looking good so far. Right, now for Redbubble free clothes peg. So just got the shirt. I did order a new order book which I need to transfer across. So I'm just checking that the printing looks pretty good. XL. Looks about 2XL. So that looks reasonable. Tell what I'm excited for. Yes, ended on a high. That's what you want. Straight out of the box. So, die kit. Right, now obviously you can see that the bench is actually finished, but what I've got to do is transfer more stuff. There's more stuff to come yet in terms of filling that up, and what I wanted to do was obviously along here have an organised one-piece deal for the these sort of things. So whichever side it goes, I want to put it so it's just one neat system, and as much as I possibly can, I can do the tooling here, keep everything off to one side, and I have as much of the bench free as possible. Packing was a joy because I had 5 foot to play with. Never had it before, so that for the Wessex Blades idea is going to be a vast improvement. The light there is pretty good. The tube's in a funny spot, but I got this here. I've also got extra lights. I could set an array up. There's a couple of plugs down the back, so eventually I can get the light a lot better. But in the meantime, I just wanted a few heads up. I've also got some other little stove I've got lent to me, but the weather over the next week's going to be abysmal. It's just going to rain for the next sort of 6 days, so quite if I'll be able to get out and test that, I don't know. But I've got to do, still got the review for this. Now, so far this has been used in the garage for lighting. You wouldn't have noticed me using it, but it's that handy. But for lighting, it's got a high and then a low and then a red, and it's that easy to use for filming light, for emergency light, for a camping light. I'm loving this so far. It's got 2 little jacks at the back, one for charging it up and one for using it as a power bank to charge your phone up. I've done that already. I just got to actually do the official video test, but carry handle, back stand, really useful bit of kit. But for a filming light, it just goes in your camera bag as normal, and you haven't got to have those big huge LED panels. You just have something that's like half the size, quarter the size. It's like £26 on Amazon. So this has been really useful for the last week, but I just got to actually do the official review test thing. So that's been pretty fun. But the last couple of days, just literally transferring everything across, and there's still a load more to do yet. And with the weather the way it is, quite how I'm going to get out, I don't know. usual story. The garage is on like puddles of water, so Kydex has been put off again. But I've progressed with this, and this actually is one of the biggest step forwards that I've ever had. So I want to make use of this. I've got a couple of lever projects if I can. I've got a funny week next week. Obviously trying to go through my books because it's the end of the tax year. So how much I'll get coming through in terms of films, I don't know. But that is a massive step forward. The books are closed again. It is one thing. The interest that I got from Mike Pullen's TA Outdoors channel, I had that much interest. I've closed my books again until Edel. So anybody who comes up at Edel, I want to chat then, as opposed to hours and hours on emails, which I've been doing for the last sort of 4 days. That's, you know, it was a good little run up until the end of March for that financial year. So I want to be able to transfer all my new orders into a fresh new book, which is the other thing that's arriving, where the t-shirt thing come from. I got like a journal arriving, so I got a new book. The pages aren't like beginning to go on it. So that'll be maybe half a day just transferring the details across. But things getting organised in here. It's almost a man cave, almost. So things are here. I've got packing material down here. I got little sort of craft fair boxes, literally ready to go instead of stuffed up high in funny little places. My boxes are there. For if ever I do some big ones. This year I want to get more boxes this sort of size. So you can imagine that when this gets folded down, you end up with sort of half a shoebox size. That sort of size, but not as deep, is what I'm aiming for now. So it'll be a slightly different reference, but that'd be good if I could find the right number for that. That would be useful. But other than that, awesome. So these will be tinkered with. I shall use them in the back garden before I do any adaptation. And the reason is that I'm looking at the grain of the wood, and to be honest, I think they're destined to not last. Especially the Bahco, a bit shocked at that. And he's 45 degrees out. These grains like this, and the Bahco is like completely the wrong way around. So whoever makes these needs to think about what they're doing, because they need the grain to be going like that, not like that, because on the strikes and the power you'll want to break along, literally along the grain. Hey ho, we'll see. But that's the thing when you buy on the internet, it's a pig and a poke, isn't it? You don't know what you get till it arrives, and it's throw the dice and see how they land. So that initially is well, more than a disappointment. That's why did that go out? That just means that they've carved a shape out using a sort of copy lathe thing, and literally got it 90 degrees out. 90 degrees out, completely the wrong way. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Well, I'll have the head. I can always put another handle on it, but we'll so let's see how the editing goes. See how I can get busy with the Premiere, I think it is, Adobe, whatever. yeah. Of course, the other thing I'll be able to do is I've got a mini sort of pop-up photo studio, and be able to put it up in situ every time. The light in this corner is pretty reasonable, so organised, well set up promo shots of blades could be easier in the future. So I've got that to look forward to. Apologies again to CB, I still haven't been able to do your kayaks because the garage is awash. And so I know next week it's going to tip down, so I think I'll have to go to Lever for a few days. Apologies again to CB, but we'll get that done as soon as it stops just raining all over whatever I'm trying to do kayaks on. Yeah, it's like electrics, and I'm paddling in water. It's rubbish. But yeah, thanks from again, and we'll see how long these last. I really don't hold out much faith in this. You know, you go to a hardware store and at least you can buy it by the internet. You get what you... Well, that's up to me, because when you get a review on Wessex Blades, if it's a bad one, it's going up on the internet, isn't it? That, not impressed with. That, I'm impressed with. That, I'm impressed with. So, take it as I find. Send something to me, it gets the review. So I'll see what that's like. We'll go and see what that's like. Bahco. Made in China.